Dr. I think Jordan. So she asked me for an instrument. I picked it up and just slung it at me. A registered dental hygienist. Okay? By that time, I was like 37, 30 when I got my first hygiene job, working for this lady dentist in Macon. Let me tell you something. If I would have known before I went into dental hygiene, all the stuff I had to deal with being a dental hygienist and dealing with nasty dentists, not all of them, because one dentist, he was amazing, Dr. Chapman, amazing dentist. He loved his people, he took care of his people, and he took care of his patients. And he didn't take any like shortcuts to get money. He was a family man. He was a man of God. And I worked there until my husband got a promotion and we moved to Atlanta area. And I cried like a baby because I did not want to leave that job. I really, really love going to work. And that was my first time being a dental hygienist, that I just really, really love going to work. I always love my patient, but he was just really kind, and he took care of his people. He really did, and I was really appreciative. And I cried like a baby when I had to go into his office and tell him I'm moving. First job out of hygiene school, I was working with this lady, Dr. I think Jordan, in Macon. Nobody didn't tell me that she was crazy. She was crazy. Everybody had quit. I didn't know this. The only one was there was her, and she had a manager. Her manager name was Cynthia as well. And, well, she wanted me to be a dental hygienist. That's what she said. But then really she wanted me to be a citizen. She wanted me to be a dental assistant. And I told her I've never been a dental assistant. I didn't go to school to be a dental assistant. I don't know anything about it. She's like, don't worry about it. I train. Okay. Well, I'm thinking, okay, I'm getting another skill. Okay. So I'm like, okay. She said, but, you know, when I need for you to, you know, clean, whatever. I said, okay. So I told her, I said, so when I'm dental hygienist, I want to get paid as a dental hygienist. Oh, that's fine. But this is what she would do. If a patient come in, she was like, oh, go just real quick, clean their teeth. But she didn't want to pay me as a registered dental hygienist. This particular day, I was there for like 2-3 days, okay? This last day, she asked for me to be her assistant again. Like I said, I didn't lie. I don't know. I don't know about your instruments or whatever. I'm a registered dental hygienist. I know about my instruments. I know what to do. And so she asked me for an instrument. And I did not know what she was talking about. Okay? Because being a dental assistant is a certain way that you got to hand the instruments. I had not a clue. Okay? I didn't know. And so she asked me for an instrument. I didn't know what she was talking about. She picked it up and just slung it at me. And then she got up and walked out the room. I'm grown. I'm not knocking on 40. I'm grown. You don't talk to me no any kind of way. I guess she thought I was desperate. I don't know. But to come to find out, everybody quit. Her assistants quit. The hygienist that was working there quit. And so when she did that, the lady, mind you, was a patient there, and the patient looked at me. And you know when you get upset, when I get real mad, real upset, I started crying. So I started crying. I couldn't hold it. I was so angry. So the patient, and she said, I'm sorry, sweetheart. She was real sweet. I'm sorry. She said, that's just how she is. I went to school with her. She treat everybody like that. She ain't gonna treat me like that. So what I did, I gathered myself. I went and got my purse. And I was just gonna walk on out the door and leave. But I decided to go and tell the manager, because she didn't do anything wrong. So I go to the manager and I told her what happened. And, you know, by this time I'm really crying, because I'm hot. So I'm crying. She was like, well, Cynthia, do you mind talking to her? Because she needs to know that's why we cannot keep anybody. And she told me, the manager, she told me that she had quit several times, but she always convinced her to come back. Can't do none of that. So at first she was like, well, can you talk to her? And I said, no, I don't want to talk to her. I ain't got nothing to say. Because she not going to throw anything and talk to me on any kind of way. No. I don't know at what point she thought I was desperate for a job. But I'm not. I'm not. So she was like, well, just talk to her, whatever. So and I told her, I said, okay, I will. So she told me go to the office, to the dentist's office. I was in there. So the dentist come in. Then she started like she was crying, these crocodile tears, and I'm sorry. I shouldn't have treated you that way, blah, 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 blah. But honey, your manager already told me that this is what you do. So I knew that's your character. That's what you're going to do. So you didn't know what you call a pail of paint or whatever. You didn't know me from anybody. You didn't know if I was, what kind of person I was for you to do that. So I told her, I said, no, this is my last day. I will not be coming back. And I didn't. That was my first job coming out of dental hygiene school. Yeah. And I was 38 at the time. Yep, 38. Went through school. I graduated with honors from dental hygiene school. So I'm like, at that point, I started to really, I haven't looked back. If somebody, never. My mom said, you don't work so hard, you don't want to be No, don't miss it. I miss the patience, but I don't miss it. I don't. I really don't. Encourage you, sis. If you have a dream, pursue it. If you want to go to school, go to school. Go to school. It's a way. Go to school. Start that business. Whatever you want to do it. You're not too old because, a lot of people, well, man, I'm too old. As long as you got breath in your body and you had a mind to do it, do it. Okay? Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I always say, wear your crown with confidence. And until next time, I love you. Have a great day. Bye.